Hey guys, I'm back. It is a very dark and dreary day outside today. So for those of you who keep asking me how I like my new location, it's cold. As one of my best friends in the whole world would say, somebody colded it out here, and I don't like it. I've discovered the wonders of a place called Wawa. So for those of you who know, awesome. Subway had good sandwiches. Wawa is a million times better. They have good soup too. But man, we have been plagued with some bad weather since I got here, so I've been having to do a lot more videos indoors than outdoors, and I like doing videos outside. I like the natural light and everything, but whatevs. So, today we're going to be looking at another great example, great EDC knife from Kubey. Now, I have talked about Kubey a lot. I've done other videos on Kubey. I think they are a fantastic, just phenomenal, low-cost, high-value brand. They're Chinese-made. They're a great example of good quality can come out of China. Not everything made in China is cheap and crappy. They put a lot of time and effort into quality control. Materials are not top of the line. They're not high-end, not at all. But for the price you pay, you get a really good product, you get good engineering, you get good production value, and you get a knife that's going to last you a while. Yes, some of their designs are shared with some other companies. Some of them are original, but I think that if you're just starting out in knife collecting, or you just want a solid piece of gear, you don't have a lot of money to spend, Kubey is a great way to go. And today we're going to look at one of their pieces that I think might be their best choice for EDC work out of anything they make, my opinion only. We're going to open this box in 1 second, but let's jump into our shout outs for this video. So today, saying thank you and giving shout outs to I'm Bored, Honda Life, Logan Awesome 43, Rachel Ward, and Michael Wells, all asking for shout outs, and I'm happy to give them to say thanks and give back a little bit. And thanks for supporting the channel, watching videos, and commenting and sharing your opinions on stuff. Awesome. So I don't have my other Kubeys right now because they're in the moving truck that is. I found out where it is, so right now all the stuff is at a midpoint storage facility. I guess, I don't know. It's a government contract. I'm not sure how it all works. It gets picked up, it gets dropped off someplace, loaded into another truck, and look, it's free. I really can't complain, right? But I'm going to put a link in the video description to my other video about Kubey knives where I kind of unboxed and looked at a bunch of them. There's actually 2 videos where I got one Kubey knife, just check it out, and I was so impressed with the quality of it, I ordered 4 or 5 more. So I'll put links to both of those so you can check those out. They're a little bit bigger than this one. The reason I say this is great for EDC is because this is a slightly smaller knife, and I think that for a lot of you that want not a kind of 4-inch blade, but just something a little bit smaller, a little bit more pocket-friendly, I think this is going to do for you. So there's their motto, do what you never did. I think maybe someone got lost a little bit in translation there, but here's the model that we're looking at. Now it says blue. There's nothing blue on this knife. Not at all. But let's take a look. Now this is not a true unboxing. I did open this up just to look at it because I had to, but I haven't really done anything with it. So I haven't used it at all. Now if you compare this to the other videos, this is quite a bit smaller than the other Kubey knives. Now, of course, I'm a sucker for jade. We know that. I think it's got a very classy look with the Jade G10. The reason some of it's darker than others is because that's what happens when a little bit of production oil or something gets trapped under the scale. That will work itself out of there over time a little bit. Now you can see there is, at first I thought there was some bad production there. I thought maybe one of the scales wasn't matched right, but it's equal on both sides, so I think that's intentional. And it's all the way around. It's not just in one area. But overall fit and finish, just looking at it, everything matches all across the board. You've got kind of a fine texture on the scale itself. Everything looks really nicely finished. Nice finish on all the hardware. Everything, again, is even on both sides. Nicely recessed. Pocket clip, I think, leaves a little bit to be desired. It's a little shallow there. You can see that when this is in your pocket, there's going to be quite a bit of knife sticking out. But that, so far from what I've seen, looks like the one big weakness of this knife. And again, big gorilla hands. It fits completely in there, but for my taste, a little bit small. But I have been asked a lot, you know, for a more quote-unquote less scary, more EDC friendly knife review. So, holy cow, that is smooth as crap. That is really the see, one thing I hate about videos is that you cannot describe the action of a knife. You can't. This thing feels better than knives at 4 or 5 times the price. Now, I've taken a real close look at it, and I don't think it's bearings. I think it's just a really good detent and some washers in there. But, you know, of course, I'll put text if I'm wrong. I have to look up the product specs. We've got a really nicely finished D2 blade, so high carbon steel, which explains why there's so much oil on there. Take a look at the stonewash finish on that. That's really beautiful. So as you can see, this is, for those of you who want a, like, kind of less obtrusive, nice EDC size blade, this is a really good one. And I have nothing but good things to say about Kubey. This is the first one I've seen that's not perfectly centered, so I'm willing to give them benefit of the doubt and say this is a one-off knife, because every other Kubey I have is perfect. The flipping action on this thing is incredible. I wish there was a way to properly convey it. It's just, it's amazing. And look, it really blends right into this background I'm using today. Even though there's a very light texture on there, it's very grippy. And then you've got these larger cutouts. Not quite jimping, but you can get some good purchase on it. Like, it's solid in your hand. That is completely effortless. Nice clean cutting. I mean, really, it's like cutting paper. It's nothing. And if we want to shave, I'm sure that's perfect. This is an amazing blade. This is a great option for your EDCs type stuff. So this is one that, even though it's a little bit small for me, you know, big Gorilla Goon hands, I'm probably going to start carrying this around. Just, you know, I'm getting used to being a civilian and not being in uniform all the time, where you can get away with a larger knife, where it's kind of expected, you know, and not shocking to take out a big 4-inch blade, 4.5-inch blade, you know, when you're in uniform and everything's kind of normal and fine. And the Kubey quality, I'll bet on it every time. This is a affordable, high-quality knife. If there's anything, my thumb is still recovering from the stupid injury there. Yeah, you're not likely to use this hole there to open. Well, I guess you can. Not great action, but you know, the flipper's so good you don't even need it. And the detent is solid. I mean, it's not going to open accidentally. So here's another great, I mean really great EDC option, as opposed to a more rugged kind of use it for any kind of hard use, heavy use option from Kubey. Highly recommend it. Feels great, looks great. I'm going to put it through its paces, and you'll probably see it more in some upcoming videos. Especially for those of you looking for lower cost, high value. Alright? Okay? I appreciate you guys. You are all awesome, and I'll be back again real soon.